Thanks for sticking around for more Explore Tulsa.
You'll be glad you did too, because our next guest has been a part of making nearly 2,000 wishes come true for kids facing life-threatening medical conditions.
It's truly amazing how the group at Make-A-Wish can bring so much joy to the families in their most challenging times.
There was a individual in Phoenix, Arizona, and a child by the name of Chris Gracious, who was the first wish child, and he had wished to be a police officer. And a couple individuals decided they wanted to grant his wish. They granted it. It was fabulous. The community kind of got behind it and said, you've come on to something here. Let's not let that idea go. And it kind of grew from there. Back in the early to mid 80s.
Happy birthday, Daddy!
Make-A-Wish has a national federation as well as an international component. We're in 63 countries across the world. There's 63 chapters. It's not necessarily each state. Oklahoma happens to be a true statewide agency, so we cover the entire state of Oklahoma, whereas some chapters cover areas. For example, North Texas is a chapter. But essentially we're our own 501c3, set our own budgets, make our own decisions as far as goals and dollars, and are run locally. It's funny, being part of the staff, there's 11 staff or 12 staff statewide that run the foundation. So we spend so much time fundraising and taking care of events and doing things like this. A lot of times it's the volunteers who grant the wishes who get the intimate time with the children and go into the home and grant the wish and get this hugs and throw the confetti, and I think that's the one thing as far as Make-A-Wish goes, the awareness that it's a volunteer opportunity. Our number one most important mission, what drives us, is the wish. And our most important part of what we do is done by a volunteer. We have over 200 volunteers that grant wishes. When the kids are eligible for a wish, it goes out onto a portal, and the volunteers sign up to grant the wish, and they go out in the home and get to meet the children, meet the families, and what an opportunity to change someone's life, both as a volunteer's life and a child's life and a family's life. But what an opportunity to do something in a volunteer role. For the truck wish we did, the OSU themed truck wish, I was amazed. We brought the truck here to Tulsa, and the people who stepped up, the people that we didn't expect to go up and above, that went so far overboard, from the body shop to the the companies that did some of the customization, said they would agree to help, but then when they got the vehicle, went so far up and beyond. Those are the magical kind of moments that you see the community just wanting it to be that special, that they'll give more, they'll give more time or more effort or more man hours. Makes a big difference. Everything we do, is based on raising dollars. We have a little over a $2.4 million budget this year to grant the wishes we're going to grant this year. We have to raise every dollar every year. We get no state funding, no federal funding, no dollars we can't depend on anything going, from the previous year. So we have to raise these dollars every year, and so obviously financial contributions through individuals, corporations, sponsorships are very, very important to us. But for those people who can't do that, become a volunteer and grant wishes. Help with events. Help us in kind. When we have a wish that involves a shopping spree or the truck, for example, redo. A lot of that stuff was donated by, whether it be people's labor, their time, the materials for the vehicle. A good majority of that, the cost was kept low because people stepped up and donated and helped in that way. So there's always ways to be involved.
With the help of Oklahoma's Make-A-Wish Foundation, her wish of becoming a Thunder coach for a day became reality.
Tulsa is a very generous city. You see it every year. Look at the United Way campaign every year. The bar just keeps being raised and people step up and do it. It's no different than Make-A-Wish. When there's a need, when we go out, someone steps up, and Tulsa is a very giving community. They have a lot of great companies, a lot of great individuals, a lot of great families. It's just such a giving community, and it's displayed often.